How do promises work in JavaScript? Breaking news for web developers. The question on many minds today is, how do promises work in JavaScript? With the increasing demand for responsive web applications, understanding promises is essential. Just yesterday, developers shared their experiences with promises in online forums, highlighting their importance in managing asynchronous tasks. Promises are a key feature in JavaScript that help handle operations that take time to complete, like fetching data from a server. They allow developers to write cleaner and more manageable code. A promise can exist in one of three states: pending, fulfilled, or rejected. When a promise is pending, it means the operation is still ongoing. Once it completes successfully, it moves to the fulfilled state. If it fails, it becomes rejected. Creating a promise is straightforward. You use the promise constructor to set it up. For instance, you can create a promise that resolves after a delay. This is done using a function that simulates an asynchronous operation. When the promise resolves, you can use the then method to execute a function with the result. Handling promises is simple and effective. When a promise is fulfilled, the then method lets you define what happens next. If the promise is rejected, you can catch the error using the catch method. This structure makes it easier to manage errors in your code. Chaining promises is another powerful feature. You can link multiple promises together, allowing you to handle several asynchronous tasks in order. This is particularly useful for complex workflows that requiring multiple steps. Additionally, the async and await syntax simplifies working with promises. With async functions, you can write code that looks synchronous, making it easier to read. The await keyword pauses the function execution until the promise resolves, streamlining the process. The benefits of using promises are clear. They provide a structured way to handle asynchronous operations, making your code cleaner and more robust. Error handling is also simplified, allowing for more reliable applications. In summary, promises are an essential part of JavaScript that every developer should understand. They help manage asynchronous tasks efficiently, making them a must-know concept for modern web development. As the demand for responsive applications grows, mastering promises will keep your skills relevant and your applications running smoothly.